Avoiding these mistakes while planting garlic that I'm about to review in this video can be a difference in your results between day and night. Your results can begin to look like this: large garlic. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with the knowledge on how to plant garlic to reap the biggest garlic you ever grown at home. It's fall now, as you can see. The leaves are on the floor, and it's the right time to plant garlic. A lot of people plant garlic in the spring, hoping for some big garlic, but it's just not enough time. You gotta plant it in the fall. Garlic approximately takes 9 months to grow, which is a long time. Unless you grow it a secret way, which is great for people who live in the tropics, which I'll share with you later. And that was the first mistake, not planting garlic at the right time. A mistake that some people make is having poor drainage. A good way to fix poor drainage is to use a natural substance called perlite. Perlite helps modify the soil and make it lighter and airy and improves drainage. Besides perlite, you could also use sand, which is excellent at drainage too. Plus, it will add minerals from those tiny little rocks. In this raised bed, I'm going to use sand as there's not enough perlite in this little bag, as you could see. Only a very tiny bag. But as you could also see, I'm using raised beds here because we have clay soil, and raised bed also helps improve drainage. So let's go and add sand into this raised bed. The third mistake, which I believe to be the worst mistake you could possibly make when planting garlic, is how you choose your garlic. Do not get garlic from the store. Garlic from the store may be sprayed with growth suppressant chemicals, so get your garlic from an organic supplier. But that's not all. Before you plant your garlic, what you want to do is choose the biggest cloves. Use the smaller cloves for your kitchen. Let's go inside and I'll show you how it's done. So with this garlic here, we're going to separate it into 2 piles. And we can't use this garlic here because of the skin. You cannot plant these, otherwise it might get disease. Let's go and separate it into kitchen and for planting. With garlic, a bigger clove will yield bigger results. Which leads me into the next mistake. Well, for people who have little space to grow, not using your space efficiently. When I plant my garlic cloves, I like to plant mine 4 to 6 inches apart and 2 inches deep, or a thumb's length deep and a hand's length apart. I've got this 6-inch piece of board right over here, which I'll be using to space my garlic evenly apart. Then what I want to do is take this board and go across like this, 6 inches apart this way. Then what I want to do is get a piece of stick like this, break it, and I'll use this to make the holes. So these gaps here, I'm going to make a hole using the stick in the middle. And I'll continue all along. Most people grow garlic in rows, but there is a better way for people who have little space. Presenting the diagonal offset method. This method over here will allow you to plant more garlic efficiently by planting it diagonally. Let me show you how it's done. Right here, I want to poke my holes. Make my holes in the spaces where I just showed you. And then on the next row, you want to start in the middle. Middle and between the 2 squares. The row following this row, you want to make rows that follows the first row. So while I'm planting these cloves of garlic, let's talk about the next mistake, which is planting the cloves the wrong direction. Here's how to do it the right way. When you go to plant a clove of garlic, what you want to do is plant the clove pointy side up and base side down. It's that simple, but even I still make those mistakes. But quickly see it and correct it. Oops, wrong way. Another important tip is to press the garlic down while you plant it so that it stays in the ground firmly. Now that I've got those two raised beds planted right there, that one and this one, we want to add a 1-inch layer of compost to the top. Many people don't add compost, but compost is essential because it has lots of nutrients for the garlic to grow. Garlic needs lots of nutrients. This compost is freshly made, and look at this worm here. The worm castings adds nutrients to your soil. So we're gonna just put this on top. I'm gonna show you now the first step on how to plant garlic if you live in the tropics or in a warmer climate than Canada that doesn't reach below 0 degrees Celsius. What do we want to do here is we have a plastic bag. We are going to make some holes in it for ventilation. There you go. We have some ventilation holes. Now we're gonna take our cloves of garlic here and put it into the bag. Now with this Ziploc bag here, what you want to do is put this in the fridge for 6 to 8 weeks if you live in a warm climate, and 10 to 12 weeks if you live in the tropics. This method will trick the garlic into thinking it passed through winter and is ready to grow. You will end up with nice garlic that will have the cloves separated. Most important with anything, it takes practice. Just like learning how to ride a bike. You see, when you first start to learn how to ride a bike, you don't know how to balance on it, like that guy over here. But you have to put in the time so you'll get better. Good job! Everyone starts at some point, and the sooner the better. Though with garlic, it may be the easiest crop to grow, but in the beginning you have to put in the time to learn how to plant it the right way to yield big results. Like I said in the last mistake, garlic needs lots of nutrients to grow, and earthworms are excellent at providing those nutrients through their casting. Which is why you should watch this video right over here to learn how to attract them to your garden.